They're not being terribly nice to Penny Mordaunt, who sought to clarify this issue of gender, women. She says, I know what a woman is, and they're piling in, saying, no, you don't, you shouldn't have said what you said. Surprises me to be a frontline Tory issue.
Well, I'm surprised that you're surprised, really, because...
That's what makes these conversations so glorious.
Yeah, I think that it's fast becoming a frontline issue, not least because it's a clear blue line, effectively, between what the Tory party could articulate and what Labour seem to believe in. Yeah. And I think that whether or not Penny Mordaunt became outspoken around gender ideology because she was trying to do the right thing, she was trying to be maybe compassionate, inclusive, I think what people perhaps feel concerned about is that in doing that, she has opened the door to an ideology which, frankly, is very anti-democratic, which is very radical, and which actually at its heart seeks to unpick democracy, the family. It's a huge, big issue, this.
Sure. And it's also one that, as it were, in a slightly different key of music, you're very active in. And that's why I'm going to bring Nadeem into the conversation as well, because former Education Secretary, now Chancellor, is saying in his manifesto that he will stop that nonsense going on in schools and stuff being taught to children that mums and dads don't want taught, and wants to be absolutely crystal clear on that. And I think that really heats it up, because schools are the vital battleground.
I mean, everybody has an interface with schools at some point. Whether or not you have your own children, you've been to school. You've got relatives who may be teachers. I mean, schools is a sort of the public service that everybody encounters at some stage. And I think, increasingly we've seen, thankfully, in the press over the last few weeks in the media, exposés of things that parents have kind of sensed have been going on for some time. Really radical ideas entering the classroom, not being discussed in an impartial way. And I think Nadhim Zahawi started to get involved with moving against this earlier in the year when he strengthened impartiality guidelines. But there's also a sense that, particularly in the sort of issues that Penny Mordaunt's been talking about on gender and on various other types of extreme ideology, that these have sort of come in via the back door, that nobody's really in charge of this, nobody's really scrutinising it. And so I think it is a really important issue for the candidates to confront.
And